for future tech. VR. A lot of people have a lot of money and investments, big companies, big people, big names, putting their chips and their money into developing VR. Do you think that this has as much potential as a lot of people seem to think it has?
Long-term, yes. Short-term, no. I'm a short-term pessimist about VR. And I don't know if it's because, like, I've tried to make 360 videos and they all sucked, or if it's, like, every time I scroll past one on Facebook, I scroll extra fast because it's so dumb.
Right.
But, like, eventually, I think because as tech gets better, we'll be able to make better VR. Because VR, there's also VR and AR. So, like, AR, you kind of have this augmented element to whatever world you're in. Maybe it overlays something somewhere. But VR, you need your entire world to be built for you. So whether it's a roller coaster you're riding or a map you're playing a game in, someone built all of that. So better VR happens after we get better maps and better environments to play in and more painstakingly detailed things. And then the resolution of the headsets we're playing in gets better and you can see these things better. All of that has to get better before VR is even a little bit interesting to me as far as, like, you know, everyday application. Because right now it's just like gaming.
I actually tend to agree. It's funny because back in like the 90s, that's when it started, like VR.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was a kid, I went to a mall, I must be 10 years old. They had this massive platform, and I put on all this gadgets, and it was like 50 pounds on me. It was an awful experience. Now we have the technology where you can put the Vive on, and it's really fun. It's really cool experience. Yeah. But you still have a wire, and the games aren't great. And I don't know, you still have this giant goggle on your head.
The latest thing that I saw was at CES this year. They had, did you go to CES?
No. I was not, no.
They had the wireless adapter for the Vive.
I saw that video. Incredible.
So at least you don't have wires. You still have one wire to a battery in your pocket, but at least you don't trip over the wire.
That's a huge difference.
It ruins
for
the
me.
immersion.
Yeah.
So immersion, that'll take some work, but, like, you still have to build the entire environment that you're in.
So you're saying it takes a lot more work to make a great VR game.
Yeah.
Because you have 3 dimensions instead of 2.
A lot, yeah.
Interesting.
So that takes time, but I'm sure that'll get better too.
Cool. Honestly, when you get to the point where, like, you just are in your own mind, that's kind of where VR will take over.
We'll be like that scene in what's that movie where they're just kind of sitting back? WALL-E? It's WALL-E. There's a scene in WALL-E where the guy's just in the chair.
All the fatties on
sitting back, and the screen's just in his face. And we're gonna be like that.
That's what the fuck I need to be doing.
Yeah,
with my life. Okay, let's take another break. We will be back. So much to talk about, you guys. You do not want to go away. We will be back shortly. Thanks, guys. See you soon.